Hey YouTube. So I chose my glass. If you see my short, you already know what I selected, but you don't know why. And if you haven't, stay tuned because we're going to get to the range and I'm going to sight it in as well. So I decided that I was going to run my rifle as a battle rifle. Two requirements right off. I want a 1-6, which is sufficient for me, and it needs to be a first focal plane. So I narrowed it down to 3 manufacturers: Trijicon, EoTech, and Vortex. No knock against anyone out there, all right? But I'm big on made in the USA. So Vortex was out of the question for me. I was left with Trijicon and EoTech. Both of those are bad as manufacturers. They put out great optics. They are battle proven, durable, just good stuff. So I decided to go with EoTech VUDU. Yeah. I am really happy with my choice. And I'll be honest with you, it's kind of easier for me to lean towards EoTech because I already run the EXPS3 on my MCX. I fell in love with that donut to death. So was already leaning that way, kinda. So I want to talk to you about the reticle, okay? Now, these are bikini cap lens covers. They work, they're see-through, but of course I want to get the flip tops. So if you got some ideas, let me know. Put it in the comments. I'm going to show you the reticle really quickly. In the manual, and it came with some stickers, little swag. They're upside down, but you get the idea. Now, on LPVO, what's huge is that 1X, right? And this is what you're going to see with this EoTech. It's awesome. That is really good for me. And I'm going to use this 70% of the time probably. But if I need to get the cover and use magnification, that is what my reticle is going to look like. You see my BDC drop, my BDC, and the windage. This is specific for 762, the SR2 version. So I wanted to go with something that was going to be super simple and keep it easy for me because I'm just starting out, right? Why make it hard? So let's talk about what makes this good for me. It has great glass, has the Japanese glass in there. It has extremely good eye relief. And the field of view with the thin bezel is just awesome. It's a great option. And then you have your torch. We'll talk about that once we get out on the range and I'm actually sighting it in. Now this is another thing that was let me move that cool glass of mine out the way. Another big deal for me was this right here, this throw lever. A lot of the other manufacturers, they don't even offer that. You'll have to buy it. This comes with it. It's optional. You don't have to use it, but if you do, I think it makes it a lot easier. The power source for the optic is right here. You have your power button, it's a push button, and then you have your plus and minus for illumination. Now, the weight of the optic is also something I want to mention. It comes in like, I think it's 13 to 14 ounces compared to some of the competitors that are in the 20s. Really, it makes a difference. For a woman, every ounce counts, okay? So, moving on to my mount, which I'm extremely happy about. I went with the LaRue SPR mount. It is a CAN QD system. This is a toolless system. You know, if you know LaRue, you always needed a tool to adjust the tension. But here, you just move these manually. You can just click it. And that's important to me that I can get this on and off really quickly because I want to use this with my, EXPS 3 or just run my battle, my iron sights, I'm sorry. So that was a big deal for me. And taking it on and off, LaRue, they say that you will lose up to a half a MOA, maybe. It's not even a definite. You might lose it. So let me show you how easy it is to take it off. So you unlock it, lift it up, lift the second lever, and pull it off. It's that easy. It is a really good looking mount, right? And if you're thinking about the weight, let me flip this over. It's comparable to its competitors because it's hollowed out in there. So Reptilia and Geisley, the weight is about the same. You're not, giving up anything there. So, I do want to mention, one of the negatives they say about this LaRue mount is that it will leave a couple of nicks or something on your reel. I think it's negligible. I'm not trying to keep it pretty. I just want to make sure it shoots well. It does what I need it to do. So I'm going to put this back on, show you how easy it is. Firm, lock it down, boom. How easy was that? Now, another thing that makes this different from the competitors are the scope rings. They're vertical compared to the horizontal scope rings. And that keeps this looking sleek, tight, and slim. And that's what I wanted. I mean, I just think it looks really good on there. So, yeah, if I'm gonna pick it up, I gotta put it up too. Oh, that's good looking. Looks pretty good on the guys. Yeah, so I am really happy with my build so far. Just looking at this thing, I mean, it looks like it is made to be together. Look how sleek this is. The lines, they look very clean. I like the white writing. It all just works really well together. I'm stoked. I cannot wait to set it in and just run this thing like it was intended. Because I've been getting to the range, but I haven't had my LPVO, so I've just been using the iron sights. Yeah. Now, I will tell you too, full disclosure, a lot of my decisions were made on the great deal that I got on this. Oh my goodness, you guys better not sleep on Gunbroker, man. They have some great deals. Don't be afraid of the auctions. They really do work. So, yeah, keep it simple. I do want to mention I'm waiting on my suppressor. When it comes, it's gonna look badass. I know it is. I'm waiting like everybody else. But yeah, I'm gonna sight it in using this Gold Dot 168 grain. Got a great deal on that as well. If you stay tuned, or if you're new or you already been here, you know that I am frugal, so I love a good deal. But I ain't gonna hold you. Let's get to the range and shoot this thing. Let's go. All right, we go. All right, y'all. Tell you right now, it's cold as out here. Now, I didn't want to bore you with all the rounds that it took because it's windy too. It is super windy, but I got it zeroed in where I need it. And I just want to show you all how to set these turrets. Whew, wee. I just don't understand how cold it has been. Lefty loosey, there we go. I always have to remind myself. Now I should have my ear pro off, but that's giving me a little bit of protection out here. Now this is the first time I did it, so they said I gotta be careful about an O-ring in here, so that's what I'm trying to do. All right, so as you can see, let me show you. Right here, I'm not that far off on my elevation, okay? So pop this off. I'm a little bit nervous about how well it's gonna come off of there. Oop, all right, that wasn't that bad. All right, so now what I'm supposed to do is turn this to 0 and line it up with the line right there. Should be easy enough. At least that's what EoTech said. There we go. Boom. All right, and replace that cap. Y'all, my fingertips are freezing, but this is what you do when you have limited time. You got to get it when you can. Yesterday it was a little bit warmer, no wind, but then it started raining. And I was gonna do it in the rain, but then it started pouring, so had to quit. All right, so I got it all set. I didn't want to bore y'all with the windage knob. It's the same idea. Okay, you're gonna pop it off, set it to 0. It's pretty easy. EoTech made it easy for you. So I've sighted it into 100 yards. Obviously, I know Mr. 762 can go well beyond that, but that's not happening today because it's cold as shit out here. I'm happy with that. I really wanted to go about 250. And we'll get there, but not today. Now, I do want to tell you, I did use 168 grain spear gold dot. All right, so let's go ahead and ring this deal. Have a little bit of fun. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, I should have put some more bullets in there. I told y'all it took more rounds than I thought to sight it in. But yeah, hopefully I'll get back out here sooner than later. But it's cold as I don't know what. It's Tacticute Life. We'll do it again soon. All right, so I made it back to the house. Whew, it was tough out there. The elements, they were challenging, but whatever. The goal was to get out there and zero in my rifle to 250. I started at 100, but because of the elements, that's where I landed. I'll get back out there and do what I want to do completely, okay? But let's talk about what I experienced while I was out there. Now, y'all know I was really excited, one, about my gun, but then the scope, okay? So the glass is what everybody's talking about. The bezel is thin, so my field of view was great. The eye relief was really good. And of course, the reticle. I already told you I'm in love with that, so I was an easy sell on that. It did what I needed it to do. And like the simplicity of the BDC and the windage, it made it really, really easy to understand. And I needed that because I'll be honest with you, I was a little bit intimidated by this because this is the first time I've zeroed in a rifle. It was really exciting. So look, so much so, I gotta tell you guys, 762, he's a bad boy. Look at these groupings, okay? And then couple that with the scope. The adjustments for the elevation and windage made it so easy to dial that thing in, man. I was really surprised at how fast it happened. Now, I did spend a little bit more bullets than I wanted to, but who cares? This is my first time. I'll probably be an expert when I do it the next time. Well, you know, once I get it to 200, 250. So with me saying all that, I just want to say that I am really excited about what I'm going to be able to do with him now. Since I have him zeroed in at least 100, I can hold over and do what I need to do. I am looking forward to running and gunning. If you've seen me with my MCX, if I did that with the MCX, imagine what I'm going to do with 762. So if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. You know what I mean? Keep looking for me. I'm going to put out consistent content in 2025. It's a new year. Happy New Year. And I'm just super happy, man. This was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you on the next one. This is Tacticute Life.